Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Life, Law, Bin. Hi everybody, welcome back. I thought part 1 was so good that we decided to do a part 2. So I'm here with Abby again, and today we wanted to focus on living in China, her experience specifically with the difference in culture. So Abby, could you tell us a little bit about that?
I think, as I said in the previous video, like the biggest difference to me was the language. Like hearing Chinese, seeing Chinese, like not seeing the Greek alphabet. That's the alphabet we use.
Yeah.
What? Not seeing ABC was like really something very big for me to swallow. So passing language, I think then it was the food, because Chinese food in Barbados tastes nice.
By the way, before this video ends, we're gonna need you to speak a little Chinese for us.
Okay.
Continue.
So for me at home, like I love Chinese food. Like I love chicken fried rice with my little balls of the, I know what it's called, them chicken balls with the sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
In China, no. There's white rice. There's some veg that you can't even pick out what in the veg, and then there's some like a ball of flour. I don't know how else to describe it. This is Chinese food. And then if you have noodles, it's not chow mein. Chinese people don't eat chow mein. Like the yellow chow mein we see, they don't eat it. It's like white noodles, that kind of gluten. I think the food was like the second biggest thing. The weather, of course, like cold weather, and me, I don't like it at all. And then when it's hot, it's like really, 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 really extremely hot. Like I cannot handle.
Was it cold like over there?
It's like bone achingly cold, like it snows, but like when it doesn't snow, like the wind, like you have like frostbite. Yeah, like your skin dry, everything dry, your bones shivering. No, I can't deal with it.
I could imagine. I know for me, when I went over to Newcastle, I found that anybody who has spent any kind of time in England would know that I think most of us, especially West Indians, would never really be a fan of the food. Mm-hmm. The best thing to me the British can offer you is breakfast. That's it.
Yeah,
they could do a pretty good breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you are disappointed. I remember I was presented chicken, literally chicken, with the spices on the side, the salt, the pepper on the side, and they even thought they were doing something big by presenting another spice for me to just throw on the chicken. I was never so disappointed in my life. I just said to myself, what is this?
No,
what is this?
I can't handle.
So did you tell yourself, well, given that this is the situation, you have to start cooking and that kind of thing, no?
Yeah, but like also I am a big foodie,
Yeah.
Like wherever I travel, like I make sure that I eat just to get the essence, the true essence. So I do have a favorite dish, and it's called ragamyeon, which is like hot noodles if you translate it. So it's like a spicy noodles with like a peanut sauce and like really tasty noodles. And this definitely is my favorite dish, like hands down. But in terms of cooking, yes, I do cook a lot, and like my friends, they flock my dorm. Like if they hear I be making pie, full of Grenadians, full of Antiguans, and then I have a few Chinese friends that are just like, wow, this is tasty. I'm just like, yeah, y'all don't know what tasty, because they eat for like nutrition and not for taste.
Oh, okay. This is interesting, because I remember sometimes you would see pictures going around. You will have to tell me if there's any truth to it, where the Chinese prepare like centipedes and other insects and that kind of thing.
I tried scorpion.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How was it?
I didn't get past the first bite, but I tried it, Like, it was a bite and spit out, because, like, the texture is weird. But it just tastes like salty, like extremely salty popcorn. And like the husk of the corn? Like, the thing is made out entirely of the husk. You understand?
Okay.
So it's like a weird, flaky kind of, the texture is not pleasing to me.
So that means that is a reality.
Yeah, for sure.
That kind of
for
thing.
sure. Like there's a whole street, and you go and you choose. Like I think there's crickets, scorpions, there's centipedes, whatever you can think of. There is.
Oh gosh, that just makes me feel like hurling, you know. Well, I think everybody knows about the Black Lives Matter movement and that kind of thing. And I wondered if racism was ever a reality for you while you were pursuing your studies in China.
Okay, so I think racism is everywhere, and I think although you don't personally experience it, it's there. So for me personally, I haven't experienced racism, but like you see it and you know it's there, you know. And I think the problem in China is like a lot of people want to pass it off as ignorance, you know. They're just like, oh, China was closed for so long, like foreigners are now being introduced to the society, so like of course they're gonna look at you strange and stuff like this. But I'm like, no. Because, like, okay, say I go to, like, the country of China and I'm on the train, like, a random old granny will come and touch my hair and touch my skin and look at me and be like, wow, you look so different, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, these things bother me, you know? Like in China, you really do feel like a foreign person as a black person, because like when they see like another Asian, because Chinese are different from different Asians, like different Asians are different. So like if they see a Korean, they won't go and touch them, or if they see like a white person, they won't go and touch them. But I feel like if people of color, especially, like they experience people coming and touching you and groping you and like, you know.
Yeah, I could understand that, because I knew of a few people that went to China. And I mean, they thought they were celebrities because people were taking pictures
photos.
And stuff. But I wonder if that is masked in another form of, I don't know, some people might say ignorance, others might actually be bold enough to say racism.
Yeah, because
you know?
I feel like I am an animal at the zoo. So like sometimes I even, because like when I go out, I don't like to speak Chinese, because then Chinese people can tend to flock. So then when I would ask them like, am I an animal at the zoo? Like, why are you petting me? Like, is this normal? Like, if your daughter or someone was to go overseas and live, would you feel comfortable with someone coming and petting them like a dog? And then they'll be like, you know, like this makes sense. So I think it's racism, and I will never pass it off as ignorance, because I feel like people know better. Like, there's basic right and wrongs that I think that everyone should know.
Yeah, agreed. And the truth is, sometimes I always tell people that just because you might not think that it is bold or out there, that subtle racism is just as bad.
Exactly.
So, for example, you're going into a store and because of the color of your skin, people are following you around because they think automatically that you are going to steal, because that's the stereotype. You know, blacks are shady and that kind of thing. And some people actually follow through with the stereotype. Now, I just wanted to ask those key things about China, because a lot of us don't really know about the community and that kind of thing. Was there anything at all that you, two things, really disliked about China and then really liked about it?
China. I like China because, I'm going to start with the positive, because it is a very beautiful place, and like you will meet people from like literally all parts of the globe. Like, I've met someone from like Samoa, like close to Hawaii, then you go down to Southern America, then Asia, like it's literally a melting pot. Like, I don't want to like steal the phrase for the Caribbean, but it's literally a melting pot in China right now. Like, I've been exposed to a lot of different cultures that have strengthened like other languages like French and Spanish. Like, I think it's a good opportunity like to taste a bit of every part of the world, but being in one place. What I dislike about China is that I always feel foreign. Like, always, that you will always, like, even when people see you, like when we see tourists at home, like, yeah, we see tourists, but we might not call them like, hey tourist, come here. Like, in China it's like, hey foreigner, come. Like, they literally call you like foreign friend, like this is your name, like not person. Like, they don't see you as a person, you know. So you will always be foreign. So like wherever you go, you might have some photos taken of you. Like it becomes a daily part of your life to like be a mini celebrity for no reason.
Yeah, I understand. And to be honest, it still takes a strong character to go through that every single day. And my final question, did you get to do any traveling when you were in China to see other places, any places around Asia?
So in China, I've been to Malaysia. From China, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Bali. My next trip was supposed to be Cambodia and Vietnam. Thank you, Auntie Una. Then in China is a very big place as well. So I've been to the mountains. I've been to like this ice world, kind of. They call it ice world. Like this is the name in Chinese. I don't know how they translate it to English, but the ice world, which is like a city completely made of ice, and it's
Nice.
like really, really, really beautiful. Like, so I thank China for the views that I was able to see, and the people I've been able to meet. Just tired of being foreign all the time.
I understand. Do you have anything to say to the viewers in Chinese? You know, I'm excited to hear it.
In Chinese, I don't know what to say.
How about, hi, I'm Abigail, and the university you study at. I study at whatever.
Oh, 你好，我叫安心，我的大学是对外经贸大学。
And that's a wrap, people. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next video.